want to know, am I the only comedian that comes up on stage laughing at someone else's jokes? I am so uncomfortable right now. It's like, you wake up, you put on a pair of underwear backwards, and it's wet. And it's like, is there a flood in my room? What?
And not yours.
We don't talk about that night. That was the night I lost my virginity. I put on the wrong underwear. And it wasn't my girlfriend's at the time.
Oh, no.
So it happens, don't lose your virginity in a friend's brother's bedroom. Anyway, God, how do I follow that up? All right, so apparently I work part-time at a grocery store because there are no cashiers left anymore. I hate self-checkout. And I gotta tell you, working at a grocery store, I haven't done that since I was 16, and the pay sucks worse now because they don't pay me for it. I actually pay them. Personally, I feel like if you do self-checkout, you deserve a goddamn discount. I'll close up those self-checkout counters real quick and give these poor high school kids and college kids poorly paying jobs. I didn't say it was an unemployment solution. So I do live in Cary, and I finally, after being down here for almost 3 years, I finally found a pizzeria that actually reminds me of living in Northern Jersey, New York area. And it's Primo's Pizza. I've been ordering from them for about a year. And they screwed up on Sunday. And all we want, because we've been prepping because we got 3 shows coming up back to back. So it's like, we don't want to cook, we just want to order out. And we haven't eaten much all day, so it was like, I want pizza. And she's like, do you want me to order 2 tiramisus so I don't have to share mine? I'm like, you know what, yeah, I got a sweet tooth, so let's do that. It shows up, Angela opens up the paper and she's like, oh no. And I'm like, what? And she just walks past me and she's on the phone. And I'm like, what's going on? She just looks at me and she's like, they only sent me 1. I'm like, so, this is why I don't like teenagers running stores, running bakeries, running pizzerias. To hell with Dairy Queen. We go to Dairy Queen, it's just a bunch of kids standing around doing this. How long does it take a blizzard? Put it in the cup. Here you go. 15 minutes later. When I'm done with TikTok. So, she gets the kid on the phone, and he's like, because I can hear him. I only read the first part of the receipt. I didn't read the whole order. You can come pick it up if you want. I'm like, the whole point, defeating the entire point of takeout or ordering delivery. It's like, yeah, come on down. I'm like, so I get on the phone and I'm like, so you're going to tell me I have to leave my house? I just literally took the phone away from her because she's a nice person. I used to be a nice person. Then I got older and realized nice doesn't get you anywhere. It's like my outlook on dating when I was in high school is like, treat them good, they run away. Treat them like shit, they seem to stay. But now, finally, in my 40s, it works. I found a girl I treated well, she's staying. So maybe she's crazy. I don't know, but I love you.
I love you.
So I take the phone from her, and I'm like, so you mean to tell me you screwed up, and I got to come down there, defeating the whole purpose of having delivery, and fix your mistake? I'm like, how about this? How about you put it to the driver and send it back here? Okay. Hang up the phone. I'm like, wow. So I had a moment of celebration. I'm like, wow, that was the easiest thing I've ever fixed. And I didn't curse. I didn't threaten them. I was about to. I'm like, all right, cool. I handled the situation. Excellent. 20 minutes later. Yeah, hello. So there is, we didn't have no driver. And I'm like, this is a pizzeria, right? I'm like, are you the manager? Yeah. And I'm like, I honestly can't tell if the guy's drunk or he has an accent. That's why I'm talking like that. I'm not trying to do a stereotypical accent. This is what I heard over the phone. So I'm like, so you're the manager? Yeah. So you mean to tell me you can't fix the mistake? Well, if you want to get in another day, or I'm like, you ever have something said to you that was so maniacally stupid, your whole brain has alt, delete, reset, blue screen. And then you're just like, are you telling me that you screwed up and you can't fix it? Yeah, I'm like, and the idiot who did it, he's like, well, he's a new kid and he doesn't know what he's doing. And I'm like, I feel like I'm making a drug deal at this point with the way the guy's talking to me. Because I've never seen anyone, I've gone there to pick it up, I've never seen anyone that has this accent. And I know what accent I'm doing, but I'm like, I might post it so I don't want to be labeled anything. So he just keeps talking to me like he's a bored drug dealer. So, you know, I don't like you threatening me, because I told him, like, dude, I've been ordering from you for a year, and if you're not going to fix this, then I'm just not going to order from you anymore, which is a lie. I'll wait 3 weeks, he'll forget about the whole thing, and then I'll order it again. It's the only place that has pizza that I like. So basically, it ended with words that I'm not allowed to say on stage, and I hung up on him. So that was my Primo Pizza thing. So if I post this and anyone from Primo Pizza watches this, so... However, talking about foul language, there has been a scientific study. Cursing reduces stress. What I want to know is, why isn't it helping me? Because I'll do it just alone. You know, it's like I've surpassed cursing. I'll just be in a room like, ah! I feel better. Now, another study that was done was masturbation adds, if you masturbate twice a week, it adds 20% to your life. I am immortal! That's the only reason why I put that joke on here, because I wanted to scream that on stage. So, I am going to let you know how stupid I was as a child. Either that or possibly creative. The first time I heard of chocolate mousse, I was about 5 or 6. And I thought, I'm like, okay, is this like an animal that I haven't heard of? Like, it's a big mousse, and it's like, the color is chocolate, so they call it a chocolate mousse. And they're like, no, it's a dessert. And I'm like, so I'm expecting this huge chocolate mousse to come out of the back. They put a plate in front of me with this bowl on that has pudding diarrhea, and I'm like, all right, it's pretty good. Now as an adult, when I was in my 30s, the first time I heard of the condition Aspergers. And this was only 6-7 years ago, and I'm going to be honest with you. In my own stupid brain, I thought, someone's just talking about burgers that tasted like ass. They were no good. And then I'm literally talking to John Cashier in Virginia Beach at a convention. He goes, yeah, no, it's a condition where people who, it's a condition where they don't fully understand levels of sarcasm or the levity of a situation or anything, or whether you're being serious or not, or what type of emotions to have for the situation. And I remember thinking to myself, like, almost everybody in the entire world has this, and I encounter most of them on a daily basis. So that's about that. I'm gonna get yelled at for this joke, but I don't care. So there is a difference between regular flatulence, smoker flatulence, and people who smoke weed. Regular flatulence, your buddies will just go, dude, see a doctor. A smoker flatulence, someone will be like, you need to cut down. A weed smoker flatulent, God, that's awful, I have the munchies.
Oh my God.
I'm actually okay with that reaction. The first time this joke is actually written in 2016 because I had a girl working for me, and she had, instead of oxygen in her lungs, she had weed in her lungs. And she went to use the bathroom in the hotel room. Afterwards, I thought she was just getting ready, so I went in to brush my teeth. I walked in like, oh my God. I'm like, I'll let that air out, and I'm sitting there and I'm just eating potato chips at 8 o'clock in the morning. Alright, the potato chip thing was a lie, I'm only kidding. I just started eating raw cereal, dry cereal, raw cereal, whatever.
It's now raw cereal.
So, this next word I'm going to use is not a word I like to use, but it's unfortunately necessary for the story, but I was called this. This is a few years back, this guy being a real jackass. I said something, and he turns around to me and goes, "You a faggot?" My first The spin of a dime. My reply was, do I look that good? Am I dressed that well? Because think about how many gay men, how many disheveled gay men do you meet in your life? I've met one. I have met one when I worked at a place called Compact Disc World in 1996 when I was in college. This guy comes up and it's right as the new Mariah Carey's coming out. He's one of those guys, he stands up, he kind of looks like a bowling pin with legs. Like his chest comes out, and he's white shirt comes out, it's got a stain right here, he's got about 5 days growth on his face. He has short hair, but it's all disheveled. He's wearing like horribly faded and stained cargo shorts and those hiking boot sneakers that have seen better days. And he's like, oh, the new Mariah Carey. I think I'd have sex with her if I was straight. And I looked at him like, gay? I didn't say that. But I'm like, are you gay? Are you allowed to be? Because you're a slob. Now, obviously, I didn't say any of this because at that point in time, I thought this job was really important in my life, and it wasn't. So, basically, me and this guy exchanged some words, and he asked me again, so are you gay? And I took a line right out of the George Carlin book. Well, bend over and we'll find out. You'll either get this or this. He didn't like that response and he left. And I yelled at him, I'll do it to prove the point. He started walking faster. So there's this little list I came up with, and I've been adding to it ever since. And I create these for Mavric because he likes when I create lists. Professions you do not want to hear the word oops. Dentistry. I've heard this. I've heard the word oops. He's flossing my teeth. And then I felt it slip between the teeth and it went a little faster. And she's like, whoops. I'm like, what? And he goes, you can rinse now. I'm like, okay. Nothing but blood.
Oh no.
There was no damage to my gum, there was no cut, but still. Not proud of that either, but whatever. A mechanic. Hopefully not while you're in the car. A brain surgeon.
Oh my God.
Or while we're talking about it, any surgeon for that matter. This is one I don't ever want to hear. I don't want to hear a proctologist say the word oops. And don't worry, got one for the ladies. Gynecologist, don't want them to hear you say oops. You also don't want them to tell your wife or your significant other, have a few drinks before coming over for the exam. I'm going to get sued by the George Carlin estate. An eye doctor. Unless they say oops, and all of a sudden, like, no, doc, I can see a lot better. I feel really bad telling that joke right now because my mom just had eye surgery, and the day after my birthday, she's having the other eye operated on. Although she's healing fast, and my mom actually took a picture that helped me make money because I have the HSJ stickers, and she had an eye shield on. She goes, give me a sticker for it. So she puts it on her eye shield. And I take a picture of it later, and I post it later that night. I get 5 people asking to buy my stickers.
Nice.
And you know, why not? You don't want to hear the word oops when you're encountering a prostitute. And I will close on this, just because we're entering the season. Halloween is not just one day or a holiday for kids. It is a lifestyle. Thank you very much. I'm Mavric. Have a wonderful evening.